Shalom. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Wahawah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teachers, word and truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching in the name of Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. This is the brother Gabar Yahawah from GMS Hawaii. And I just want to come to you with a quick update. It's a huge update. All right, and this is today is March 5th, 2019, the year of the charagma. All right, now this is how Supreme Court precedence is about to be established in order for mandatory human microchipping is going to go down. And this is how the U.S. Supreme Court is going to get involved with the state's orders. All right, this is an article that was posted on March 4th. It was sent to me. It's from colotv.com. It says, bill banning human microchipping heard by Nevada lawmakers. It says, Nevada lawmakers considered a bill, AB 226, Monday, that would ban forced human microchipping. Democratic Assembly Skip Daly presented the bill at a legislative hearing in Carson City, saying he was compelled to bring the bill in part due to a Wisconsin company offer implantable microchips to its employees. The microchipping was optional. Supporters of the legislation said the measure would ensure personal privacy. Assemblywoman Brittany Miller, a Democrat, indicated support for the bill and said I'm excited, and said she sees its potential harm with human microchipping technology, an idea that sometimes inspires science fiction overtones. I think that many times we kind of joke about things and we look at things as, oh, that would never happen, she said. The bill sponsor says he included an amendment banning the establishment of a voluntary program for microchip implantation. There is nothing beneficial that can come from this, he said, of the microchips. Any potential benefits from microchips in humans are overweighed by the potential for abuse, he said. A similar bill was introduced in Nevada Senate last legislative session. The measure receives a hearing but failed to get a vote in the chamber. A person who violates the microchip provision could see up to 5 years in prison and $10,000 fine under the bill. Legislation says there is a separate offense for each day the measure is violated. John Powell, registered a lobbyist for the Clark County Public Defender's Office, told lawmakers he had concern the legislation would stack charges. The measure, he said, will limit technological advancement in the future and prevent a willing person from implementing a microchip for their personal use. All right? Now, why did I say in the beginning of this lesson, this is going to be the precedence for Supreme Courts to get involved in this thing? Why did I say that? Because when lower courts, like the state courts and these different states of America, okay, when they get involved and they say, well, no, microchipping is an issue, we don't want to do it, we're going to pass bills to prevent this, that's when the Supreme Court steps in to overrule the lower courts. Now, when you look at this right here, I just looked this up online and I typed in bill banning human microchipping. I know I spelled it wrong. Bill banning human microchipping. Okay, it says you have several states. You got Nevada, okay, which is 16 hours ago. Then you also got Georgia. Senator wants to ban mandatory human microchipping. This is in Nevada. Oh, yep, right here. Senate bans forced microchip implants. The Senate voted Thursday to protect Georgians from evildoers, covert corporations, and rogue doctors, seen and unseen. All right, so you got these and then you got you also had a ban or a bill presented in Pennsylvania. So because of these different lower courts fighting against this system that the elite, which really the elite are behind this. They're pressure from above, pressure from below. They're with the opposition and they're with the people that's against the opposition. And all right, they're with both sides, and this is why Joe Biden said this in a YouTube video a while ago. during the confirmation of the justice of court. Now listen, check out what he said.
Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? Actual discussion about that. Microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over.
Right, bam. And this is why he's going to rule on it, because of the lower states, the lower courts. All of these, because right now you got Europe, they're pushing the microchip, and their people are accepting it. A lot of their people are accepting this, the microchip, which is called the NFC microchip, all right? They're accepting the chip. They don't have a problem with it. But the lower courts, the courts here in America, they have issues with this, okay? And this is why Senator Roberts, or Justice Roberts at this point, I'm sorry, I said Senator Roberts, but this is why Justice Roberts, which he's the number one Chief Justice. He's the Chief Justice. He's the Chief Justice. This is why they say he's going to rule on this before his tenure or during his tenure. Mark my words. Why? Because the lower courts in these different states, they're against it. They're against forced human microchipping. But guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen because we're at the end of this thing, and the Lord said this in the scriptures. Revelation 13 and 16. Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of the beast. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for there is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. Right? Now that mark is charagma, and goes back to the word charax, which is a pale, okay? Which is this right here. This is what they're going to put in people, and this is why Justice Roberts is going to have to step in. The Supreme Court is about to be pushed in to this. All right, we're at the end of this thing. This is the year of the mark. Okay, we're coming up on the Passover. Okay, this is a serious time. Things are happening. Prophecies are happening. Prophecies are happening, and we're seeing it now. Okay, the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. This is what they're going to try to implant in the majority of the people, man. But the elect will not take this. This is the day of this is the hour of temptation fastly approaching. Okay? So I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah and YAHAWASHI, and double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching well in truth and sincerity, and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim. Keep pushing, keep striving, and praying. We almost out of here. Shalom.